back to Saturday Report. Still Carl Higbie sitting here. It's like Christmas in May, though, for MAGA fans. This week, we heard that President Trump could be back on the stump with new rallies this month. However, is everybody on the GOP on board? Well, don't care. Let's ask our panel. Sery Kim is running for Congress in Texas on election, and today is election day, actually. We're also joined by best-selling author Mark Halperin. All right, so, guys, I want to get right to this. Mark, how is a Republican not excited to start this movement again that, I don't know, let's just start with the fact that gas prices were $1 lower 100 days ago.
Carl, you know I hate making predictions, but I don't think Liz Cheney will be at any of these rallies.
Weird.
But there'll be lots of other people. There'll be
Weird.
lots of other people who will go. Look, I've been surprised, and most of the Republicans I talked to surprised at relatively low-key posture that the former president's had. He gave that big speech at CPAC. But for the most part, he's just done some press releases. Of course, the social media ban plays a role here. But if he goes back out, there'll be some Republicans who will say, this is great. He's our leader. He's the one who can lead us into the midterm victories. Others, like Liz Cheney, will say this is the worst possible thing. And I think that's another debate within the Republican Party that's going to have to take place.
Yeah, I think, Sarah, I think we should find, I don't know where you are on the MAGA scale. I'm like all the way at like 105%. But I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, he should just go right to Liz Cheney's district and find the closest venue to her house and throw the biggest MAGA rally, importing hundreds and thousands of cars and people to just put the flag in the ground and say, this is my party. What do you think?
I think that would be hilarious and awesome. I would 100% get tickets to that particular event. But for me, the president should definitely come to a state like Texas, because we just got 2 fresh congressional seats. Obviously, I'm going to win my election today, so I will see everybody in Congress. But we are going through a massive round of redistricting. And I think for the president, after November elections and January 6th, he really needs to focus on where the congressional districts will be. And for him to bring his energy, his enthusiasm, the fact that he really talks to the heart of the country about what is important to America as compared to, the Chinese Communist Party, that is a message that will drive attention and put pressure on those rhino Republicans like Liz Cheney when they think about redistricting.
Mm-hmm. So, Sarah, today's election day. Predictions? Hopefuls?
Well, I'm certainly hopeful to make the runoff. There's 23 of us, so let it not be said that people aren't excited about running for office either. Mm-hmm. And so if you don't get more than 50%, it'll be top 2 in the runoff. I am a young minority conservative, shocking that I'm Asian, as you can see on television. And my parents were absolutely nobodies. They were janitors here in Arlington, Texas. They cleaned toilets, emptied trash cans. So when people say the Republican Party is elitist, when people say the Republican Party is focused on money, when people say the Republican Party is an inherited position, let me tell you, all Republicans that I talk to in Tarrant, Ellis, and Navarro County are people like me, small business owners, worked hard, came from nothing, and we support the Make America Great movement, not because it's about the awesome personality of President Trump, but because he delivered. He delivered on immigration. He delivered on the lowest employment ever. And as you mentioned, Carl, gas was $1.09 in Texas when he was president. And now it's $4.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is outstanding to me. I've seen a number of posts on Instagram, actually, that have characterized back and forth between posts from the gas pump in their district 100 days ago and now. So, Mark, when people go to the polls here, I mean, look, you've been through this cycle a number of times. You've analyzed it from any number of vantage points. When people go back to the polls in 22, we were just talking to over 40 seats are probably highly vulnerable for Democrats in Congress. Are they going to look at the gas pump, or are they going to bite off on this woke BS?
Well, look, I think we're dealing with a world where there's lots of macroeconomic factors and microeconomic factors. I think most people think the economy is going to continue to do well. It started doing better under President Trump, but it looks to really take off this quarter and next quarter and beyond. But then you've got the question of inflation. You got a chicken shortage. People are going to feel that. You got rising prices in some areas. And so the question, I think, is, are people going to more feel inflation, or they more feel the fact that the economy is bouncing back after the pandemic?
Yeah. Mark Halperin, Sery Kim, Very good. Hope the best for today. We wish you good luck here from Newsmax. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Break a leg.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please don't break a leg. All right, coming up, we'll go inside Colorado's fight to restrict your guns. You're watching Saturday Report. Don't go anywhere.